Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
It's great to be here and to see you in person.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we're in Halifax in the CCUA conference, and it's been great so far. Like a lot of very nice conversations, a lot of very interesting speakers. So it's great to be here, for doing this episode. And last episode we talked about the framework, right? What's like the components or the pillars of the framework. And this time we want to deep dive a little bit on each of those, so we can give our audience a little bit more detail, right? So
Yeah.
we can start by the talking about the technology part, the technology revolution, which if we drill down a little bit, of course, we are talking about implementing API, cloud-based, modern technology, which enables a lot of the integration part, enables the flexibility, and enables a lot of the current legacy systems problems that are in place right now. So that's one of the components that has to be there. Of course, we've talked about data a lot, but the data solutions and the data technology is part of a key success factor for implementing banking as a service, and it comes with data governance, it comes with data quality, and actually managing and making the most out of the data that you are able to acquire from hopefully someday open banking and or what you have in house right now. There's also other components that have to be there, like the partnerships. The
Yeah.
partnerships are key as well, so you can like do things in a quicker way. Now you don't have to develop everything yourself.
Yeah.
You can do those partnerships, and you can actually uh, be more agile and and be quicker when you are putting together all the solution portfolio for your clients.
I think those are really great points about technology. We've been talking a lot about that, especially in the previous episodes. And being here at the credit union conference, I think we can't get away from the regulatory and the compliance requirements that are so crucial to how they move technology forward. So, we have to align with whether it's the federal or provincial requirements. There's a lot of talk as well around third party risk management. And since credit unions use so many partners, like you just talked about, that in itself is another area that is growing and it needs to be looked at when they're putting a good strategy together. Also, risk for cyber. You think about security, and it's so complicated now with so many layers. Having the right partnerships, having the right approach to meet those requirements, that's going to be, it's not just a nice to have, it's about members, and that's what they expect. So when we look at all of those components, I think it's just as critical as getting the tech right as we think about it. And I mean, that all kind of leads to change,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the soft part that we talked a little bit about the people that really made the difference, right?
Yeah. I mean, change is something that I've been working in for a very long time. And some of the key components of success in that, I mean, we don't want people to feel done to. So I think the first thing is, executives, and there's a lot of them here today. How are they sponsoring that? Are they part of that change? And their role is to foster that digital first culture and to lead it. That's not always easy, especially as a leader. And boards and stakeholders, again, in a cooperative system, play such a big role in that change. So considering how they also are educated and brought along, that's really crucial. It's all about communication, right? Like, and having that real clear from the top down, so that everybody can move together. And that's when I think you move from being change to innovation because you're part of it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's changing not only the technology, not only the operating model, which is one of the other pillars, but changing the culture, changing how you think and how you approach innovation,
Yeah.
and really work as a team to achieve those goals, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I mentioned the operating model, which is of course very important. And I was having some conversations here at the conference, and one of the people that I was talking to mentioned that the current efficiency ratio for a lot of the credit unions is very uh, needs a lot of attention. I would put it that way.
Yeah.
And he mentioned numbers, which are like something very important. He says some of them spend 80 cents to make a dollar,
Wow.
which is very bad. So it's not only the technology and not only what we've mentioned. So how we adapt and be more efficient. So the processes have to be really, really efficient based on the new technology, based on more modern technology, based on that operating model is very unique to some of the credit unions. It's not something that you have to like be doing what others are doing. It's very unique and also reflects some of the competitive advantages as well. But that's part of the objective of adopting banking as a service to really have an efficient operation, and of course, the bottom line would be benefited.
Absolutely. I know we're probably going to spend all afternoon having this discussion, not just amongst ourselves, but hopefully with the folks here at the conference. But maybe in our next episode, we will be discussing more about these topics, but perhaps with a few other players that are a little deeper into the space. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for joining us on this episode.
Thank you.